Hey Garden Guardians, welcome to Angel Loves Garden. Peace and blessings to all. Let's get growing. Hey Garden Guardians, it's Angel aka Lily with Angel Loves Garden, and today we're going to do a little video, hopefully quickly. I am helping my little sis KiKi get some garden food out here in her backyard. She has a townhouse, so we're going to see if we can try to get a little garden growing out here. Let's check out her yard, y'all. This is how her yard looks. This is the back. It's fenced in. Like I said, she has a townhouse. She has a few benches. So she wants everything lifted up. We're going to probably start off with some planters on the benches and things like that. I brought some plants over from my house. We got a few things in the box to get her started growing some food in her backyard. So this is a good amount of space to grow a garden. I think I use less than this amount of space in my yard, so we can definitely do something here in her backyard. So that's what we're going to work on today. She's going to come out in a few and help me. And of course, y'all, check out the merch, Angel Loves Garden. I'm Angel aka Lily, so check out the merch. It's always in the description of all the videos. Alright, Garden Guardian, so we're just situating her benches to see where she wants to put these. We're going to be using this. We're going to be using this trellis for her grapes. She has some additional already existing pots we're going to try to use and put them up here. We got a few water cans we're going to be using, and these are some of the plants that I brought over. We got lemon boy and purple Cherokee tomatoes. We have some dragon cayenne peppers, some black beauty eggplant, black beauty zucchini. We have some romaine lettuce. We have one grapevine, and we have several different types of herbs. We also have a few red mustard green seedlings and a few and one black magic kale. So we're going to be putting this all together to give her a little edible garden, something that she can at least make salads out of all year, all summer. Let's go. Alright, Garden Guardians, so we have started situating some of the plants and where she wants them in her garden. So here we're going to put some brassicas in this long planter here. I brought over some different vegetables like I showed you earlier, and right now she's about to plant the romaine lettuce here in the middle of this long planter. We're going to do brassicas over here because, as you can see, it gets more shade over here even this time of day, which, you know, today is like almost 90 degrees, y'all. But over there, there's sun, there's shade in different areas. This area tends to be shadier. Right, Kiki? Sure. Okay. So, of course, because brassicas often, unless they're a root vegetable, they have shallow roots. This will be fine to put all of her brassicas in. So next, let's start with this, the black magic kale. Where should this go? Alright, you can put it on one of the ends. So she's tucking in the black magic kale. She can just come out here and, you know, harvest some. Of course, these are cut and come again. They will still continue to grow. None of these plants that I'm giving her have gone to seed yet or in the process of going to seed, so that's great. She should be able to eat off of them hopefully all summer. Now, we have also for brassicas, we have some red mustard greens down in here somewhere. Let's see if I can find them. This is a red mustard green here. That's a nice size one if you just want one or you want more.
Drop something right there.
Yeah, that's a sage. We brought some herbs over as well, but we're just doing brassicas in this. Do you want more than one red?
Should I put all the brassicas?
These are all brassicas. They're all
down this end, then I can put some herbs down that end.
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
If it's up to you, you can, but you have more brassicas you can put in here.
Okay.
And like I said, some of the herbs are invasive or will take over, like the sage.
Okay.
And the rosemary, sage, they can be invasive.
Wait.
Let's see what else. I had a couple of baby ones in here.
This one too as well?
Yeah, that's a red mustard.
So I can just plant these beside each other.
Yeah. So you'll have lots of mustard greens.
How far apart should they be planted?
It doesn't really matter. Some of mine are really planted really close together. If you wanted to plant this one towards the end, you know, I like symmetry. That one, that's why I said the biggest one right there. Let me see, is that the only ones? Looks like some more. I think those are the only ones I can see in there. Yeah. You want to put another red mustard green beside that?
Can I just put them all? What else do you have going here?
I don't have any other big ones besides. So you can put another red mustard right there. That will, you'll have red mustard greens, plenty of red mustard greens. You can put those in salads too. And the kale you can eat raw. And of course the lettuce you can eat raw. See how the lettuce is starting to look shriveled?
Yeah, it needs some love.
Alright, so you can fill up your water bucket. Let's go fill up the water bucket, you guys. I thought you was gonna fill it all the way up, but that's okay. Alright, let's sprinkle it in.
Too much?
No, that lettuce probably needs a lot. It looks like it's trying to wilt.
This one looks like it's drowning.
It'll be, yeah. Did you put it down in there good?
I did, because you had a little small fruit on it.
Put it down a little deeper. You can bury some of the stem. And this one too.
That should be good till it grow up, right?
Yeah, buried a little bit of this down there. That's fine. It'll be okay.
Like that.
Yep, they're good.
Some more water.
Yep, water them in good. They'll grow nice and big and healthy. And since you bought Miracle Grow, it's gonna have it's good. You see the water's draining out of the bottom.
Some
so
more?
you know it's doing what it's. Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And plus you got the Miracle Grow potting mix, so it already has some fertilizer. Alright, Guardian Guardians, so now we're going to start on putting some of her herbs in the pot. We're going to pot this pot up with some of the rosemary that's in here, because you know rosemary can be overpowering to other plants. We're going to put it by itself. So it's going to put some soil in here.
How far do I go up to 9?
Yeah, let's try at least right below. That's a good amount. Nice and fluffy, light soil. Alright, that's good. Let me get the rosemary plant. So you can. Here's one sprig. Let me see. I think I cut 2 sprigs for you. Here's another sprig. And they will grow.
Do I dig?
Plant them as deep as they can go, because they're like mint. They almost like tomatoes and everything. They don't really have the roots coming out on the stem, but the deeper you bury them, the more likely they will root well, and they'll take.
I put them all the way down.
Yeah. All right. And give them a little bit of water too.
And rosemary's good for your mouth.
Yes, rosemary is great for lots of things. You know, we're into medicinal herbs right now. I have my medicinal herb books.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's a good amount. Okay. You see, the lettuce is trying to come back.
That's why I did.
Right. You want to put one more pot over here?
Show off.
Because, you know, I like symmetry. Now we have onions and we have oregano, onions, and sage. Oregano, onion, sage, and we have some dill. Which one you want? Or do you want to put some of each?
I'm going to put a little fresh soil in here to revitalize the soil. Is that all right?
Do you want to mix up that soil first?
Yeah.
All right. So she put a little fresh soil in there to revitalize the soil. I think she's trying to steal my channel, y'all.
You know how to
Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me.
I haven't done it in a while. Mix it in.
And we're reusing some soil that was already in this pot. But it's still good soil. Still nice and fluffy and light. So I would say...
Is that too much in there?
No, that's fine. Do you want onions in this one?
What do we have left?
We have these onions and herbs here. Onions, we have onions, sage, dill, onion, sage, dill, and what is that? Some parsley.
All go together?
Those can go in here. I think that should be fine.
Okay, well we'll put it all together.
And then the last thing we'll probably need to pot is your peppers and tomatoes.
Which will go in the big pot.
Yeah.
So it's plenty of space. You really don't need a lot of space to...
You don't need a lot of space to get you some food. It's really easy.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? Onions go in the middle?
Yeah. Or you can plant the onions around
To the okay.
on the edges. I brought lots of onions. So there's like red onions, yellow onions. Some of them will bulb, but you don't have to. You could just eat the greens.
The tops.
Like that's yellow onion.
How far down?
Closer to the edge.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. And if you don't want to use all these onions, that's fine. There's some red onion.
Which one's the red onion?
Let's see. There's a couple of them down in there. You see them? That's a yellow. See the one that's red down there?
Let me put another yellow one on this side.
Yeah, my sister usually would garden flowers anyway, y'all. But I'm trying to get her back into the gardening for food now. There's some red onion. Oops. Onions are great to keep bugs out of your food. You can actually plant some onion in here with the brassicas too.
That works.
Alright. So you want to put 2 onions with your brassicas.
One on each side. Which is this a red onion too?
That is a yellow. Like right at the ends.
Not in the middle?
You can put one right in the middle and one in the ends, or whatever you want to do.
I like symmetry.
Okay. So you want to put 2 in the middle?
In between the artist and me.
Okay. That's a red onion.
Okay.
Red onions deter a lot of pests, even like mice, things like that. A lot of animals do not like onions or garlic, so that's great to companion plant with a lot of your vegetables. Also, a lot of insects don't like onions and garlic. If you wanted to put one in with the rosemary, you could too, or you can do that as well if you want. That way you'll definitely have onions. Wait a minute, what's that on the end of it? A red mustard green.
I can put that in the pot, can't I? Is that going to be
you can put that
overcrowded?
in the pot.
Is this too big to put in there with rosemary?
No, it shouldn't be. Or whichever one you want to put in. I have some smaller.
What else
onions.
is going in here?
More herbs. So you can put these if you want to put the onions towards the back or whatever, like you're doing. that red mustard green in there with the other ones. There's probably one more down in here somewhere, little baby ones. I pulled up a couple of them. I have mad greens.
Okay.
Alright. Where did it go? I don't even see it.
It's right there. It's tiny. It's right there.
So, you want this parsley.
I also put onion in here,
we'll
right?
put the onion.
Where's the other onion?
Just see the tops. You can tell from the tops what the onions look like. You like 2 more. Well, I'm just trying to show you how you can recognize them. Also, bees like these, like herbs in it. So the rest of your herbs, you want to take this long piece there. See that piece?
Mm-hmm.
That is parsley. So stick it down deep in there. Hopefully it will root because I've soaked it well.
That's good.
Yeah. It's hard to hold a bag and try to get it. Okay, so this, let me get it out of there. Whew. This is sage. They're kind of dirty.
Tell by the leaves.
This is another piece of sage too.
Have a part here.
Make sure you plant the stem as deep as you can. That's another piece of sage.
I saw those microgreen seeds you gave me.
You do? Well, you can sprinkle those in here with the brassicas if you want. They'll just grow little ones. Or you can put them different places. This is very dirty because the water was kind of soily. But this is oregano. I brought you 2 sprigs. That's oregano. That one's fine. The water's a little damp and soily. That's oregano.
What else you have in there to plant?
Dill.
Alright, so I'll put the oregano both on the side.
And dill can get big, like tall. And it seeds itself.
That good.
Mm-hmm. That dill is right there. I know. I'm looking. I know, but they be quiet. Yeah. Kiki gets more snakes than I do, y'all. And her yard is way smaller.
But I have lots.
But look at all the woods that's back here, y'all. She gets bears, snakes, bobcats. What's the deer called? The piebald deer. We saw a white, like albino deer, piebald deer out here when she first moved here. Yeah, she gets a lot of animals. Coyotes, all that good stuff. Alright, so I think all that's left in here are some little baby brassicas.
Should I just toss them in here?
Yeah, you can just throw it. It's got roots on it, so
we'll see what happens.
yeah, we shall see what happens. Here's another one. Alright. And at the end, I will pour all the soil, dirty water on top of it. Right. So we got the rosemary with some onions.
Space right here.
Well, I'll bring you some more herbs sometime or something. We got rosemary, onions. We have the brassicas, which is red mustard greens, romaine. No. Rosemary, onions, brassicas, the romaine lettuce, the red mustard greens, the black magic kale, and some onions. We also have herbs, oregano, sage, parsley, more onions, and some dill. And I'm going to reuse this soily water that I brought it over here with and just water it. She's probably going to water it in more too. This is soily water that I had. It's a lot of soily. She's going to sprinkle. Wash that dirt off of those leaves. Once the sun hits it enough,
That good, or need some more?
you can rinse it through a little bit more. As long as we're seeing if it is draining, then that's good. All right.
Rain is gonna do that anyway.
Yep. But it's not gonna rain for a few days, y'all. Till Wednesday. Hopefully it will then. I've been watering my garden like every other day. Spiders are good for the garden, y'all. They will eat the bad insects. Now these plants need heat. You have squash. You have zucchini squash. You have a lemon boy tomato, which you may want to put the lemon boy by itself. Lemon boy tomato, squash, and these 2 pepper plants. And you have eggplant. So we actually need probably 1 more pot to put these in.
So what are we doing? What are we doing?
Alright, so the lemon boys get pretty big.
How about using that?
You can use that. I would suggest putting, you need to put some holes in it, and then I would suggest putting a pepper plant in it. Or you can maybe put the lemon boy in there, because I put my lemon boys in really small pots.
So what's going in
But
here?
they grow up tall. Alright, so we need to decide what's going in there. Your eggplant, ooh, they get big like trees.
Probably need to
So
go in the big pot.
they may need to go in there, because I had mine together. You saw how big my eggplant got last year. The lemon boy, it can get tall too. Like, you know, it'll get tall as this.
Okay.
And it probably will need a trellis like this.
I can put it up against here.
Yeah. Also, let's see. We have the eggplant. The 2 eggplants need to be there. The peppers probably can go in here together. Like that. And then there's zucchini squash. There's 2 of them. Y'all. So now we're about to pot up this lemon boy tomato in here. She will be using the side of the bench as a trellis as it gets taller. So she's going to put some soil in here. You're definitely going to need more soil though. That's good right now. That's good enough probably. Alright. So you're going to take this out. You see all this fuzziness, you guys? If you see the fuzziness on a tomato plant like this, you see that fuzziness there? Those are roots. So we're going to plant it up to where the fuzzy spikes are. Actually, you could plant it all the way up if you wanted to. Okay. But we're going to plant it deep in the soil where the fuzziness is, y'all. Alright, so we're going to squish it. Squish the cup. Yeah. Right.
Do I need to leave some cushion at the bottom?
Yes. And then just go around. We're going to plant it up to where that purple part, that stem was.
We're going to need more soil.
Yeah. Here, take some of it out of the cup. Put that in there. You can start mounding soil around it that's already in the pot. And then you can add more soil as necessary.
Is that good?
Yeah, as long as it's mounded up around. Because you want to encourage the growth for it to get taller, we're going to snip some of them stems towards that bottom part. So let's get our scissors. You can always propagate tomatoes that way to make more tomatoes out of them. But see this lower stem here, not this one right here at the bottom. We're going to snip that. Take that out. Throw it in my thingy.
This one is buried.
All of them that's down there at the bottom. We're going to snip. Alright. And then mound it back up. I propagated quite a bit of these lemon boy tomatoes last year just by snipping them. Some of them the suckers that are on them. That's essentially what they are. She's gonna add some more soil and water. A little bit watering in. That'll help to compact the soil some, and then you can put a little bit of soil, at least fill it up to where that purplish looking color is on the stem. That's good. You're gonna wash that off. Good rinse. That's a good amount of soil for it. That's a good start. Alright, so we got the lemon boy in here. Don't forget to stick your tag back on the lemon boy too. Well, I'll help her out and do that. I can at least do that, y'all. That's the lemon boy tomato. Alright, so that's done.
Easy, family time.
You think you watered it good. Tomatoes don't, you know, they're hot weather plants, so they don't like too much water. It should be good. It's in the shade. You really drenched that lettuce. Yeah. Alright, so now we need to work on these other plants. How much soil we got left?
How about a third of it?
So now we're going to plant the peppers, and we're going to work on some of the other plants another day when she has a little bit more soil. She's gotten that, but now we're working on the peppers. She's pulling holes in this little dish pan that we got, or that she got. Y'all, you know, you can plant in pretty much anything. As long as you got some soil, some plants, some seeds, you're good to go. Putting these holes in there. Very good, Kiki. Okay, y'all don't see the look that Kiki just gave me, y'all can't see that on camera. That was like, Lily, don't play with me, I know what I'm doing. Okay, but anyway, she's doing a great job putting the holes in these. Great drainage. Yes, and peppers, you know, they like the heat, so that should be enough drainage for them. Just putting the rest of the soil she has for this bag in there, which is perfect amount for those peppers. And we are putting in dragon cayenne peppers. I believe that's what they're called, dragon hot peppers. Alright, so I brought them over here, my little thingies for her. These are really hot peppers, y'all. And you know, these are the ones that my son planted in our yard to try to deter the snakes. If you can see, they already have little blossoms trying to come on them, and peppers.
Where'd you be?
I ordered some peppers from Walmart online, and they're like little greenhouses that keep the peppers in, keep them warm while they're in transit, so they don't get messed up.
Okay.
I've been putting like a lot of my seedlings in it, even the ones that I planted.
And nothing else can be planted with the peppers, so you're good.
The only thing that you could plant, maybe the tomatoes. The only, I would say,
is that space far
that's
enough?
plenty of space. Peppers can be planted close together, y'all. Like she could probably, if I got more peppers at home that come up, I can bring her some more. She could put 2 more peppers in there. But that's plenty of space. All right, so for now, that is what we're planting. We will have a part 2 in KiKi's garden, backyard garden. And this is Angel, aka Lily, with Angel Loves Garden, and I'm just helping my little sis KiKi start a little mini kitchen garden for herself, so she can have peppers and brassicas, things to make a salad, stir fries. She has onions, lots of things that she can use.
Is that good?
Yes, and she's watering in the peppers. This is going to be a perfect place for her peppers. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets more peppers than me, because her son over here is like fire, y'all. Alright, you guys, so this one last look of KiKi's backyard kitchen container garden. We're going to do some more. look over here. Alright, but for now, this is good. Alright, and we're going to get her eggplant done, and we're going to get her zucchini squash. That's it. But thank y'all for watching Angel Loves Garden. Do you want to say bye to the people, Kiki?
Au revoir, everyone.
Kiki said you get the hand, y'all. That's all you get is the hand. She's not prepared for it today. But thank you for watching Angel Loves Garden, y'all. That's all we got for today. I will do a part 2 when I come out and help her plant the rest of her plants for her garden. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all stay blessed. Bye-bye.